the Vikings of Fremd High School, who entered the game with a record of 33 wins and 4 losses. Please meet head coach Jim Weaver, who has over 9 years. Assistant coaches T.J. Belichick, Christine Lynn, Josh Fetcher, Deanna Welch, Russ Anderson, and Josh Carroll. Starting lineup for the Vikings, leading off for number 3 catcher Christine Orland. Number 6, shortstop Allie Gady. Third for number 12, first baseman Lauren Zaworski. Batting cleanup, third baseman number 2 Hallie Boyd. Hitting fifth for number 4 left fielder Jenny Schneider. Scoring number 8 in right field Alexa Ivanotti. Second baseman number 17 Megan Hubbard. Number 14 center fielder Beth Benjamin. Designated player number 11 Caitlin Atnod. Dropping down number 7 Tina Rotman. Vikings were scoring their teammates on the field. And now let's meet the home team, the Eagles of Sandburg High School. Winner team with a record of 39 wins and 2 losses. Please meet head coach Jim Bayanski, who has a career record of 165 wins and 29 losses over 5 years. Assistant coaches Anna Olson, Kevin Clark, Katie Hughes, and Chris Milo. Starting lineup, first Sandberg leading off, wearing number 3, left fielder A.J. Grigsby. Batting second, shortstop number 4, Emma Gerald. Hitting third, wearing number 8, catcher Lexi Bryant. In the cleanup spot, third baseman number 14, Jeff Perkins. Batting fifth, center fielder number 19, Morgan Beal. Designated player number 12, Doreen Warren. Playing right field number 13, Kelly Sheridan. Number 15, second baseman Nicole Richards. At first base number 10, Lizzie Watowick. And the pitcher number 5, Britt Gardner. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and face the colors as we play our next.
And welcome back to Eastside Center, the side of the Class 4A state championship game tonight between the Fremd Vikings and the Sandberg Eagles. After nearly 6 hours, we're ready to play softball. Earlier today, the Class 4A third place game results in a tie. Neither team took the field as rains washed out. They laid the tarp down early this afternoon, and we're ready to play softball here at shortly before 7 o'clock. So Moline and Elk Grove tie for third place. The last time we saw a tie in softball state finals was in the third place game in 2001, the AA game between Glenbard North and Belleville West. They played 10 innings to a 0-0 tie, and they did not play on. So that is the only other time no game in the softball state finals history has been rained down absolutely, forcing no game to be played. Third place games began in 1985. The softball state finals here in Illinois started back in 1976. The Fremd Vikings will be the visitors. Sandberg defense, the home team. Out in the field, Britt Gardner readies to face Christine Whirling, followed by Allie Gating and Lauren Zaworski. Whirling leads off, went 1 for 3 with a run scored last night. And she'll face Britt Gardner, who went 7 innings, allowing 2 hits, 1 run. It was unearned. Lays down a bunt down the third baseline, foul. She struck out 10, walked 1. An 0-1 count to Christine Whirling, 5'6" senior, the catcher. The 0-1 count coming from Gardner to Whirling. Showing bunt once again, takes it up high for ball one, an even count 1-1. Both teams looking to win their first state championship in softball. Fremd brought home a trophy last year, a third-place trophy. Here's the 1-1 from Gardner. Lays down a bunt down the third base line. The throw to first in time for the putout. Brings up the number 2 hitter in the Fremd lineup, Allie Gating, who went 0 for 3 last night. And Gating batted right-handed last season. And on the bus ride home, the van ride back to Palatine, Coach Weaver decided that she would bat left-handed. Worked on it all summer long. She's batted around 430, bunts that one foul, nearly caught by the Sandberg catcher Lexi Bryan as she dives back near the fence behind home plate. Gating batting about .425 this season. One away here at the top of the first inning. An 0-1 count on the shortstop. Gating, a junior, facing the senior pitcher, Britt Gardner. The 0-1 delivery. Lays down a bunt, foul. Gardner striking out over 200 this season for the Sandberg Eagles, sporting a 19-2 record. An 0-2 count on Allie Gating. As she prepares for the 0-2 pitch. Up high, it misses 1-2. Gardner heads back. Steps back up to the rubber. 1-2 pitch from Britt Gardner to Gating. And she fouls that one back out of play. Stays alive with a 1-2 count, Allie Gating. Fremd beat Elk Grove last night 4-1. The 1-2 pitch just misses outside to bring the count 2-2. One away here in the top of the first inning. And here's the 2-2 pitch from Gardner to Gating. That one's fouled back into the fence. Two-two count on Gating with one away here at the top of the first inning, Class 4A state championship game. Gardner eyes in for the 2-2 pitch. That one swung on, hit in the infield for a single, Allie Gating. Bounces into the inner fringe of the center field. Lauren Zaworski, the new batter. Zaworski will step in, the right-hander. With one out here in the first inning and a runner on. Base hit for Gating. After working a 2-2 count against Britt Gardner. Zaworski went 1 for 3 last night with a run and an RBI. The pitch from Gardner outside, 1-0. Both teams last night in semifinal play won by 4-1 scores. Sandberg beat Moline. Fremd downed Elk Grove. Here's the 1-0 to Zaworski. Check swing, strike one. 1-1 count on Lauren Zaworski, a 5'7" senior first baseman. Heading to play college softball at Loyola University. Has 7 home runs on the season. The 1-1 pitch. Down low, attempted steal by Gating, and she is out at second for the second out. Caught stealing for Gating. And Zaworski will step back in. The 2-1. Nice play by Lexi Bryan on the throw down to Gerald. And last pitch did hit the strike zone, so a 1-2 count on Zaworski. The pitch swung on, hit high in the air, and it will be called off by the Orland Park Sandburg second baseman, Nicole Richards, for the third out. 1 hit in, no runs. Sandberg bats next in the Class 4A state championship game on IHSA.TV. And welcome back to the Eastside Center Class 4A state championship game. Lena Brotman guides the Fremd defense as the starting pitcher is 30-2 this season. A sub.45 ERA, and she'll be heading to Emory University in Atlanta next season. She had 16 strikeouts, a new Class 4A state tournament record in last night's semifinal victory. She'll face A.J. Grigsby, who leads off for the Sandberg Eagles, a senior left fielder. First pitch lays down a bunt down the first base line, picked up and fielded, and no throw is made, and a single on the bunt by Grigsby. So each team with a hit here. The first inning brings up the shortstop, Emma Gerald, the senior. Went 0 for 3 last night. Did reach base on a walk. Brotman's first pitch to Gerald. Bunted back foul into the fence. Gerald hit about .270 this season. She'll be playing Division I softball for Western Illinois University. Faces an 0-1 count against pitcher Lena Brotman. And the delivery lays down a bunt in front of the plate. Dropped, and Brotman picks it up. The throw to first in time and off the bag, but sliding back safely was A.J. Grigsby. A sac bunt by Gerald. Moves Grigsby to second. And with 1 away in the first, Lexi Bryant, the junior catcher, steps in. Bryant went 3 for 4 in last night's game, including a double. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 1. 0-1 count to Bryant with 1 away. And the 0-1 pitch from Brotman. Check swing outside, misses 1-1. Brotman readies for the 1-1 pitch. That one is hit into right field. No plays made, back to the wall. That's going to be an RBI double for Lexi Bryant as she slides into second safely with an RBI double. That puts the Sandberg Eagles on the scoreboard, 1-0 here in the first inning. The Fremd defense comes out in the pitcher's circle. We're going to have a courtesy runner for Bryant. Kuchis was courtesy running last night. We'll see if she comes out. And it is Carissa Kuchis. So a 1-0 ball game here at the bottom of the first inning on an RBI double by Lexi Bryant. Carissa Kuchis is the courtesy runner. Jess Perkins, the junior third baseman, steps up to the plate, who went 1 for 4 scoring once. Last night's semifinal victory. First pitch from Brotman. Is down the middle for strike 1. Our umpires in tonight's game: behind the plate, Steve Verivi, Mary Sylvester at first base, and Willie Smith over at third base. The 0-1 from Brotman. Swung on and fouled back into the fence, brings up an 0-2 count. Game time temperature 73 degrees and a slight breeze from right to left field. Sun has begun to shine in a cool 73, not like the low 70s we had this morning with the high humidity. Cool night. 0-2 pitch outside, 1-2. One away here in the bottom of the first inning. A run aboard on an RBI double by Lexi Bryant. The 1-2 pitch from Lena Brotman. Swung on, hit high into the infield, and it will be taken by first baseman Lauren Zaworski for the second putout of the inning. Brings up the center fielder Morgan Beal, a senior who went 2 for 4 last night. And a bunt single and another base hit. She'll face Lena Brotman with 2 away in the bottom of the first inning, 1-0 Sandberg. The Brotman pitch. This is up high, 1-0. Carissa Kuchis over at second base, the courtesy runner. 1-0 pitch coming from Brotman. That one's hit right over the glove of Zaworski into right field. Kuchis going to try to come around to score. She's down. The slide is safe. And an RBI single for Morgan Beal. Kuchis scoring the run. And Sandberg jumps out to a 2-0 lead. Here in the first inning, Jory Boren, the designated player, steps in for Sandberg. Based in Orland Park. 2 outs of the first inning. Boren went 1 for 4 last night, scored a run in that first at bat after reaching on a single. Brotman's first pitch to Boren, called strike. An 0-1 count to Jory Boren. Boren, a left-hander, hit .370 this season. The 1-1 pitch hits that outside corner for strike 2. 2 outs, bottom of the first inning, a 1-2 count on Jory Boren. And the delivery from Brotman. Swung on and missed, strike 3. That ends the first, but Sandberg scores 2 runs on 3 hits in the first to take a 2-0 lead after an inning. You're listening to the Class 4A State Championship game on IHSA.TV. And welcome back to the Eastside Center Class 4A State Championship game. The Orland Park Sandburg Eagles jump out to a 2-0 lead over the Fremd Vikings out of Palatine. The Vikings step up with Kelly Voigt, the senior third baseman, leading off the second inning. Britt Gardner's first pitch to Voigt is down for a strike. Voigt 1 for 2 last night, a run and a walk. That hit was a triple. Gardner readies for the 0-1 delivery. That one's hit foul back into the fence for an 0-2 count. Fremd, named after William Fremd, who was a longtime school board member, donated the land for the school, which opened up in 1961. An 0-2 pitch by Gardner to Kelly Voigt. That one just misses. 1-2. 2-0 lead for Sandberg here in the top of the second inning. Kelly Voigt takes the 1-2, swings on it, foul back into the fence. She'll be heading to Indiana next year, playing golf at Valparaiso. Voigt facing a 1-2 against Britt Gardner. And a 1-2 pitch up high, it misses for a 2-2 count. And the 2-2 pitch from Gardner. Swung on, hit back to Gardner. The pitcher's circle, throw to first is there. 1 away here in the second inning brings up Jenny Schneider, a 5'6" senior left fielder. Schneider went 1 for 3 last night, scoring a run. She reached base twice. As she hits that to second base, and that hits the face of second baseman Nicole Richards. Takes a bad hop single for Jenny Schneider. Schneider shaking it off, and it looked like it bounced up into her jaw, and she's kind of saying, "Yep, I'm okay." Rattled a bit. And Alexis Cincagrani steps in, the senior right fielder. 1 for 3 with an RBI, her 41st RBI. driven in last night. The first pitch is swung on and tipped foul. And an 0-1 count on Cincagrani. The pitch from Gardner. It's that strike zone, 0-2. Oh, 0-2 count on Alexa Cincagrani. And the pitch from Gardner. Up high, swing, and a miss, foul back into the fence. Stays alive, 0-2. Cincagrani, one of the captains for this Fremd Viking squad. And the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, and that one is fouled back. Well out of play behind home plate, near the bleachers. And an 0-2 count stays for Cincagrani. The 0-2 pitch from Gardner. Swung on and missed. The first strikeout for Britt Gardner today. That brings up Megan Hubbard, the 5'7" sophomore second baseman. With 2 away here at the top of the second inning. Fremd finished 3rd place last year with a 33-5 record. Pitch hits the strike zone, strike 1, an 0-1 count. .33-4 record for the Fremd Vikings. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Their 6th state tournament appearance. They finished 4th back in 2000. Other 3 were quarterfinal appearances as Hubbard readies for the 0-2 pitch from Gardner and misses off the plate, 1-2. Hubbard was 0 for 2 last night with an RBI. .21 RBI on the season for Megan Hubbard, the sophomore second baseman. The 1-2 pitch misses outside for a 2-2 count. Runner on first for the Vikings was Jenny Schneider with a bat hop single. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Gardner K's 2 in the inning. 1 hit for the Fremd Vikings in the second inning. No runs. Sandberg still leads 2-0 the Class 4A state championship game from the East Side Center. And welcome back to the Class 4A state championship game where the Sandberg Eagles lead the Fremd Vikings 2-0. A shot of Jan Brotman. Lena Brotman takes the pitching circle for the Vikings. Jan was a standout softball player in New York State. As Lena Brotman steps in to face Kelly Sheridan. Sheridan, a junior right fielder, went 1 for 3 last night. Brotman's first pitch is inside. Hangs in for ball 1. Brotman 16 strikeouts last night, set a Class 4A tournament game record. A 1-0 pitch swung on, driven to shortstop, and the throw to first is on target for the first out. Nice play made by Allie Gating over at short. And Nicole Richards steps in, the senior second baseman. Took the shot off the jaw with that Jenny Schneider single in the top of this inning. And a 1-0 pitch. 1 away in the bottom of the second inning. Sandberg has a 2-0 lead over Fremd. Richards was 1 for 2 with a run and a walk last night as she hits that one high into left field. Tracking it down is Fremd left fielder Jenny Schneider. Schneider's the one that hit that single that rattled Richards as it took a hop right in the dirt in front of the glove of Nicole Richards and bounced up and hit her in the jaw. Lizzie Witowitz, a junior first baseman, steps in with 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Brodman's delivery hits that corner for an 0-1 count. Witowitz 1 for 2 last night in RBI. That was on an RBI single. Brodman readies for an 0-1 pitch to Witowitz. That pitch misses for ball 1. 1-1 count. Sandburg High School, named after the poet Carl Sandburg, based in Orland Park, opened up in 1954. The 1-1 pitch, swung on, fouled back into the fence. Consolidation of districts 221 and 222. Was originally built to serve about 450 students. Current enrollment 3,771. The 1-2 pitch swung on, and that's hit into shallow right field. Backing in on it to make the catch, Megan Hubbard, the second baseman, for the 3rd out of the inning. And after 2 innings, it's Sandberg 2, Fremd 0 in the Class 4A state championship game on IHSA.tv. And welcome back to the Eastside Center Class 4A state championship game, where the Sandburg Eagles lead 2-0. There's Maureen Gardner, the mother of senior pitcher Britt Gardner, who's in the circle to face Tess Dinterman. Gardner 19-2 on the season, struck out 10 in last night's game. Allowed 1 run, but it was unearned. Dinterman, the senior center fielder for the Vikings, swings and misses on the first pitch. She was 1 for 2 last night with a walk. Hit a single in her first at bat against Elk Grove. Fremd out of the Mid-Suburban League. The 0-1 pitch misses up high. 1-1. Both Fremd and Elk Grove members of that Mid-Suburban League Conference. 1-1 pitch awaits Tess Dinterman. The delivery from Gardner. Swung back into the fence, foul. 1-2. Fremd High School, based in Palatine. Their mayor is Jim Schwantz. He won a Super Bowl ring with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Just misses up high to bring the count 2-2. 2-2 count on Tess Dinterman. Batting about .340 this season for the Vikings of Fremd. The 2-2 pitch just misses outside to bring the count full. The leadoff hitter of the 3rd inning for the Fremd Vikings, trailing by 2 runs, 2-0. Gardner back on the rubber for the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Gardner with the strikeout. Her 2nd of the game, 1st out of the 3rd inning. That brings up Caitlin Patton, the 5'6" sophomore, the DP. 0 for 1 last night with a walk. .269 hitter on the season. First pitch from Britt Gardner. Outside, 1-0. Called strike, 0-1. Sandberg reached the state finals via a 2-1 victory in the Super Sectional at Orland Park, beating Oak Park River Forest. The 0-1 pitch from Gardner. Just outside for ball 1. Patton has driven in 9 runs in 52 at-bats this season. The 1-1 pitch. That one swung back foul into the fence. And a 1-2 count on Patton. 1-2 count, 1 away, top of the 3rd inning. And the pitch from Gardner, swing and a miss, strike 3. Gardner with her 3rd strikeout of the game brings up Christine Whirling. That's the 4th strikeout of the game now for Britt Gardner. As Whirling, the leadoff hitter, steps up, lined out in her first at bat. First pitch, jammed inside, fouled back into the fence, 0-1. 0-1 count on Whirling, the catcher, with 2 outs here in the 3rd inning. Orland gets set. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed on the inside. 0-2. Gardner readies for the 0-2 pitch. A wind-up inside. It's a ball. 1-2. 1-2 count on Christine Whirling, the 5'6" senior, with 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd inning. The Fremd Vikings at bat. The pitch from Gardner. The 1-2 is dribbled down the 3rd base line. The throw to first is there on the 5-3 put out. Jess Perkins with a nice throw to end the top of the 3rd. Still 2-0 Sandberg in the Class 4A state championship game on IHSA.TV. And welcome back to the East Side Center, where the Sandberg Eagles lead the Fremd Vikings 2-0. There's some Viking faithful. Those green shirts read "On a Mission." They placed 3rd a year ago. They'll come back with a better finish this season, whether it's a state championship or a runner-up trophy. They need 2 runs to tie, trailing 2-0. The defense is out for the Fremd Vikings, facing the Sandberg Eagles. And leadoff hitter Amanda A.J. Grigsby, the left fielder, bunt single. And her first at bat tonight. First pitch ball. 1-0 pitch from Brotman. High and inside for ball 2, a 2-0 count. Sandberg making their 11th state tournament finals appearance. A 2-0 from Brotman, swung on and fouled down the left field line. Their highest place was a runner-up finish in 2001. They fell to Normal Community in 14 innings, a 2-1 loss in the state title game. The 2-1 pitch from Lena Brotman. That one's dribbled down the 3rd baseline, foul. Their most recent tournament appearance was in 2006, a 3rd place finish, beating Barrington in the quarterfinals, falling to Downers Grove South, and then beating New Trier in a 3rd place game. The 2-2 from Brotman, swung on and missed. Strike 3. And Brotman records her 2nd strikeout. Brings up Emma Gerald, the senior shortstop for Sandberg. As Lena Brotman readies for the pitch to Gerald. Swung on, Gerald hits that one into left field, down for a base hit. And Gerald hit a sacrifice bunt in her first at bat, now a single. Is aboard Lexi Bryant, who hit an RBI double in her first plate appearance. Stands in, the junior catcher for the Eagles, who lead 2-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Bryant takes the first pitch for a ball, 1-0. 1-0 count on Sandberg. With 1 out here in the 3rd inning, Brotman's delivery to Bryant. Swung on, popped up, and that will be fielded cleanly by 3rd baseman Kelly Voigt. That brings up Jess Perkins with 2 outs in the 3rd inning. Perkins popped out to first base in her first at bat. Hit a 3-run home run against Marion Catholic in the sectionals. The Brotman pitch fouled back into the fence. You know, 1 count on Perkins. The Sandberg girls soccer team took 2nd place this school year, as that one is ripped into left field, and the catch is made by Jenny Schneider for the 3rd out of the inning. 1 hit for the Sandberg Eagles, no runs. They lead 2-0 over the Fremd Vikings. We head to the 4th in the Class 4A state championship game on IHSA.TV. And welcome back to the Eastside Center Class 4A State Championship game. Jim Weaver, head coach of the Fremd Vikings, with a 240-80-1 record, guided this team to a third-place trophy 1 year ago. 20 wins, 20-plus wins in 8 of the 9 seasons that he has guided Fremd High School softball. Leading off this fourth inning is Allie Gating, a 5'5" junior shortstop. Gardner's first pitch showing bunt. Gating dribbles it down the third base line. Hard throw to first is made for the putout. One away in the top of the fourth inning brings up Lauren Zaworski, the senior first baseman. (2-0) Sandberg here in the top of the fourth inning. Zaworski popped out to second in her first at bat. 1 for 3 last night. Here's the first pitch. Misses up high for ball 1. Another former alumni of Fremd High School, former Chicago Cubs catcher Todd Hundley, was a Fremd Viking. The 1-0 pitch to Zaworski, misses outside. (2-0) count on Zaworski, here with 1 away in the fourth. Britt Gardner's 2-0 pitch. Just outside, misses the plate, 3-0. (3-0) count on Lauren Zaworski with 1 out here in the fourth. The Gardner pitch. It's right down the middle for strike 1. 3-1 count. Gardner readies for the 3-1 pitch. And that one is a check swing, ball 4. And puts Zaworski on base. And Kelly Voigt steps up to the plate. She lined out in her first at bat. First pitch. Called strike 1 on Kelly Voigt. Voigt has 5 home runs this season. Fremd set a school record with 31 home runs this year. Here's the 0-1 to Voigt. Misses outside for a 1-1 count with 1 out, top of the fourth inning. Sandberg 2, Fremd 0 in the Class 4A State Championship game. Runner on first is Zaworski, who walked. That pitch driven into right field, and that will move Zaworski. She will stay at second. And a base hit for Kelly Voigt. Puts 2 runners on for the Fremd Vikings. Jenny Schneider up, who singled in her last at bat. 1 out here in the fourth inning. 2-0 Sandberg. And Britt Gardner readies to pitch to Jenny Schneider with 1 out. First Gardner pitch misses outside, 1-0. (1-0) count on Jenny Schneider. Fremd part of Township District 211 that also encompasses Conant High School, Hoffman Estates, Palatine, and Schaumburg. The 1-0 outside, 2-0. Oh, rang up for a strike. It's 1-1. 1-1 count, 1 out on Jenny Schneider near the top of the fourth inning. Fremd trails by 2 runs. Tying run at first base. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And Kelly Voigt gets back to first base in time on the throw. A 1-2 count on Jenny Schneider facing Britt Gardner. Schneider sets back in. Awaits the Gardner 1-2 pitch. Gardner's 1-2, swung on, popped foul and out of play. Fremd, a part of the Mid-Suburban League, the 7th straight season that an MSL team has been represented in the state finals. The 1-2 pitch to Jenny Schneider. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, the second out of the inning. And Gardner records her 5th strikeout of the game. Brings up Alexa Cincagrani, the 5'7" senior. She's in right field, struck out in her first at bat today. Sandberg up 2-0, and the first pitch is outside for ball 1. Runners at first and second for the Vikings. Voigt reached on a single. Schneider just struck out. The 1-0 pitch outside for ball 2. Voigt is at second now. Hit a single. And Zaworski at second. Walked. Voigt at first with a single. And the 2-0 from Gardner. That swung back, hit in. Tag is made at second for the third out. And a put out made by Nicole Richards on the tag for the third out. Still a 2-0 ball game. Sandberg leads Fremd in the Class 4A state championship game on IHSA.tv. And welcome back to the Eastside Center, where the Sandberg Eagles lead 2-0. Coach Jim Fabianski looking for his second trophy. This will be the highest trophy the Sandberg softball team would win if they pull out a victory. 2001 took second place. Fabianski with 165 career coaching wins. And the Eagles lead off with Morgan Beal. Bottom of the 4th. First pitch is hit foul down the right field line, well out of play. Beal with an RBI single in her first at bat. Senior center fielder. Last season as a junior, Beal scored both runs in a pair of 1-0 sectional victories. The 0-1 pitch is outside. A 1-1 count on Morgan Beal. Sandberg on top of Fremd, 2-0 here at the bottom of the 4th inning. The Brodman pitch is hit high in the air, and it will be taken by shortstop Allie Gating. On the outside of the infield, out in left. Jory Boren steps up. She struck out in her last at bat. One away here in the bottom of the 4th. 2-0 Sandberg. And Brodman delivers the first pitch to Boren inside. Ball 1. Boren has scored 12 runs this season, has driven in 10, and has 6 extra base hits. The 1-0 Brodman pitch. And that's a 2-0 count on the ball by Brodman, pitching to Jory Boren, the junior. The DP today. That 2-0 pitch. That's the strike zone, strike 1, 2-1 count. Two-one count on Jory Boren with one away here in the 4th. Sandberg by 2 runs. That pitch is hit into center field, backing up and making the grab out in center. Tess Dinterman. Dinterman records the second out of the inning. That brings up Kelly Sheridan, the right fielder, a junior. Lined out in her first at bat, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 4th, Sandberg 2, Fremd 0. Brodman's first pitch to Sheridan. Check swing, strike 1. Sandberg has won 7 softball trophies in program history and 11 tournament appearances. The 0-1 Brodman pitch. Down to the dirt, ball 1, a 1-1 count. Two away here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Sheridan awaits the 1-1 Brotman pitch. Swung on, roped down the third baseline, foul. 1-2 count to Kelly Sheridan. Hit .216 this season, 16 runs and 8 RBI, 1 for 3 last night. And also hit a sacrifice bunt. Two away, bottom of the 4th inning. Sandberg 2, Fremd 0. Sandberg has had 4 hits in this game. And the 1-2 Brotman pitch to Sheridan. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And Lena Brotman records her 3rd strikeout. We head to the 5th inning. It's 2-0 Sandberg in the Class 4A state championship game on IHSA.TV. And welcome back to the East Side Center. The top of the 5th inning, the Sandberg Eagles lead the Fremd Vikings 2-0. Fremd will bat this inning. Megan Hubbard leads off. Sophomore second baseman struck out in her first at bat. The Fremd Vikings, forest green and gold are their colors. As Hubbard hits that one high in the air into a shallow right field, and the catch is made by second baseman Nicole Richards. Out in shallow right field. One away here in the 5th inning. 2-0 Sandberg. Tess Dinterman, the new batter for the Vikings, struck out in her last at bat. Britt Gardner with 5 strikeouts in this ball game. And the first pitch to Dinterman, showing bunt. Appeal down to first. She went. Strike 1. An 0-1 count on Tess Dinterman. And the 0-1 from Gardner to Dinterman. That one's a called strike 2. In the 3rd place game last year, Fremd beat Naperville Central 3-2 to bring home a 3rd place trophy. The 0-2 pitch swung back, hit into the fence. An 0-2 count on Tess Dinterman with 1 out of the 5th. Again, both Elk Grove and Moline share 3rd place in 2010 after about a 5-6 hour rain delay here in East Peoria. Didn't get this championship game started until a few minutes before 7 as Dinterman hits that one into right field. Tracking it down is right fielder Kelly Sheridan for the 2nd out of the inning. That brings up Caitlin Patnaud. Patnaud struck out in her last at bat. Was on base once last night on a walk. She steps up with 2 outs in the 5th, trailing 2-0 to the Sandberg Eagles. First pitch swung on, hit high into the air. And the put out will be made by shortstop Emma Jarrell for the 3rd out. A 1-2-3 inning for the Fremd Vikings. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Sandberg 2, Fremd 0. In the Class 4A state championship game on IHSA.TV. And welcome back to the East Side Center, where in the Class 4A state championship game, the Carl Sandburg High School Eagles lead the Fremd Vikings 2-0. Sandburg looking for their first ever state championship in softball. They have a 2-run cushion as they bat here in the bottom of the 5th. Lena Brotman in the circle for the Vikings. Throws the first pitch to Richards. That one fouled back into the fence. Richards making a couple nice plays out at second base this evening for the Eagles. Oh, 0-1 count to Nicole Richards. Popped out into left field in her first at bat. Brotman's 0-1. Misses outside. 1-1 count on Richards. Many notable alumni from Sandburg High School, including Northwestern University football coach Pat Fitzgerald. The 1-1 from Brotman. Drops into the strike zone for a 1-2 count. Nicole Richards, a senior second baseman, facing a 1-2 against Alina Brotman. Brotman's 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed strike 3. And Brotman records her 4th strikeout. Lizzie Witowitz, a junior first baseman, will bat for the Orland Park Sandberg Eagles with 1 away in the bottom of the 5th. Witowitz popped out to second base, and actually Laura Olson will pinch hit. Laura Olson last night had 1 plate appearance, popping out to left field. And Laura's older sister Anna coaching first base, and assistant coach for the Sandberg Eagles. One out here in the 5th inning as Laura Olson steps in, and she calls time. Brotman throws the pitch, and Olson backs away. So Olson digs back in. And Brotman's first pitch, swung on, popped foul out of play. Olson in the circle this season, 18-0 with a 1.33 ERA, pitching in 110 and 2/3 innings. Nearly equal time with Britt Gardner. The 0-1 pitch, just outside, missing the plate, 1-1. One and 1 count against Laura Olson. The pitch from Brotman, swung on and missed, strike 2. Laura has another sister, Sarah, who's at Indiana. 1-2 count on Laura Olson. The 1-2 pitch from Lena Brotman. This is down low and away, 2-2. And a 2-2 count on Laura Olson with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Brotman readies for the 2-2 pitch. The delivery, Olson swings and misses, and it looked like it was foul tipped. So staying alive with a 2-2 count, Laura Olson with 1 out in the 5th. Sandberg has the 2-0 lead. Brotman's 2-2 pitch to Laura Olson. Inside, jammed her. Fouled it back. Lena Brotman with 4 strikeouts in this ball game. Brotman, a 5'7" senior, the Fremd Female Athlete of the Year. The 2-2 from Brotman. That's fouled and over in the dugout. Scary line drive. Looks like it went off the top of the dugout and rolled back into the crowd, the grass. 2-2. Laura Olson stays alive against Lena Brotman. The pitch is down low, missing. 3-2. Full count on Olson. 1 out here at the bottom of the 5th inning. A 2-0 lead for the Sandberg Eagles over the Fremd Vikings. The Class 4A state championship game. The 3-2 pitch from Brotman. Hit into play, into right field for a base hit. Olson aboard. That brings up A.J. Grigsby, who's the leadoff hitter for the Eagles. With 1 out, courtesy runner coming in for Olson. That's Witowitz. One away here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 2-0 lead for the Sandberg Eagles. Witowitz over, running for Olson at first base. So stepping in is Grigsby. Rodman's first pitch showing bunt, strike one. An 0-1 count on A.J. Grigsby. She's 1 for 2 today, hit a bunt single, and then struck out. The 0-1 from Brotman to Grigsby. And that one paints the corner. Strike two, it's 0-2. Oh-2 count, the pitch coming from Lena Brotman. That one misses outside, 1-2. 1-2 count on Amanda A.J. Grigsby, the left fielder, with 1 out, bottom of the 5th. The Eagles lead the Vikings 2-0. The Brotman pitch lays down a bunt down the third base line. Picked up, the throw to first is in time and keeps it in the glove. A sacrifice bunt goes 5-4. That brings up Emma Gerald, and Witowitz is over at second. Infield is meeting in the circle, the Fremd Vikings, who trail the Sandberg Eagles 2-0 here in the Class 4A state championship game. Bottom of the 5th inning. 5 hits recorded by the Sandberg Eagles. Fremd coach Jim Weaver talking with umpire. Mary Sylvester. Here's Coach Fabianski after a meeting with his batters and runner Witowitz. So digging in Emma Gerald, 1 for 1 today. Hit a single. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th inning, 2-0 Sandberg. Brotman deals. First pitch, hangs up for ball 1. Brotman, the winningest pitcher in the Mid-Suburban League's history. She deals a 1-0 pitch. Swung on and popped out, well out of play. One and 1 count on Emma Gerald. Single in her last at bat. She plays ASA summer softball with the Orland Park Sparks. The 1-1 pitch from Brotman. Right back into center field, and that's going to be a single. And the runner going to move. Witowitz is down. She is tagged out at the plate. For the 3rd out, Witowitz tagged out. That avoids a 3rd run. Nice play made by the Fremd Vikings. And it's still a 2-0 ball game. We head to the 6th inning. You're listening to the Class 4A state championship game on IHSA.TV. And welcome back to the East Side Center in East Peoria, where the sun begins to set over East Peoria after some ominous clouds rolled in and dumped quite a bit of rain this afternoon. Here in the Class 4A state championship game, we head to the top of the 6th inning with the Sandberg Eagles leading the Fremd Vikings 2-0. Christine Whirling leads off this inning. First pitch from Gardner is in for ball 1. 1-0 count on Christine Whirling, who lined out 5-3 in her last at bat. And that swing fouled back down the left field line. Behind the Orland Park Sandberg dugout. Whirling picks up the bat, heads back to the plate, facing a 1-1. Fremd has picked up 3 hits in this ball game. As Gardner delivers the 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1-2 count on Christine Whirling. Hitting above 500 this season. Britt Gardner steps up to throw the 1-2. And the pitch is jammed down the third base line, foul. Coach Weaver picks it up, throws it back into play. 1-2 count, Whirling picks up the bat, heads back. Sandberg holds a 2-0 lead. Here in the top of the 6th inning. Class 3A state champions, the Metamora Redbirds. The victory earlier today, 4-2. As that's hit into play, shallow left field, down for a base hit. Christine Whirling aboard. And that brings up the shortstop, Allie Gating, as the Sandberg defense comes into the pitcher's circle. With none out here in the top of the 6th inning, Sandberg up 2 runs. Allie Gating will be the batter for the Vikings. And the Sandberg defense takes their respective positions. Gardner will face Gating. Gardner wipes off the ball and gets set to face the 5'5" junior shortstop. She had a single in her first at bat. Hits that one into the infield and taken by Richards at second base for the first out of the inning. Lauren Zaworski steps in. 0 for 1 today with a walk. Zaworski went 1 for 3 with a run and an RBI, hit a triple last night. That was her second triple of the season. The 5'7" senior facing Britt Gardner. First pitch is missed the plate for a ball. 1-0. One 1-0 pitch coming on Zaworski. That pitch misses for a 2-0 count. Assistant coaches for the Fremd Vikings, TJ Valachek, Christine Vlaming, Josh Teschner, Jana Welch, Russ Anderson, and Josh Katero. As that pitch is rung up for a strike, 2-1 to Lauren Zaworski of the Fremd Vikings. In the top of the 6th inning, trailing by a pair of runs. Whirling on board with a single as Zaworski hits that foul and caught by a Fremd fan in the bleachers. A 2-2 count on Lauren Zaworski. Sandberg scored both of their runs in the first inning. A lot of zeros on the scoreboard. As Gardner's 2-2 pitch to Zaworski misses outside to bring the count full 3-2. Three-two pitch coming up from Britt Gardner to Lauren Zaworski. And that one sprayed foul out of play. Three-two pitch coming to Lauren Zaworski with 1 out here at the top of the 6th inning. Vikings trail the Eagles by 2 runs, 2-0. Gardner's 3-2 pitch to Zaworski is hit back to Gardner. The catch is made. The throw to first, not in time. Gardner just put her glove up to save herself. That's the second out of the inning, bringing up Kelly Voigt, who's 1 for 2 tonight. A single in her last at bat. 2 away here in the top of the 6th inning. Gardner's pitch misses outside. 1-0 on Voigt. And the 1-0 pitch from Gardner to Voigt. That one hits the strike zone outside, 1-1. Britt Gardner allowed just 2 hits last night in the semifinal victory. Swing and a miss, strike 2, 1-2. Gardner with 5 strikeouts. Looking for number 6 here, facing Kelly Voigt. A 1-2 count with 2 outs in the 6th. 2-0 Sandberg. And the 1-2 pitch. Misses outside, 2-2. Four hits for the Vikings. And aboard with a single earlier this inning, Christine Whirling. She's still at first. A 2-2 pitch misses outside, brings the count full on Kelly Voigt. The 3-2 pitch coming up from Britt Gardner to Kelly Voigt. And the 3-2 pitch swung on and missed, strike 3. That ends the top of the 6th inning. 1 hit for the Fremd Vikings, who trailed the Sandberg Eagles 2-0 in the Class 4A state championship game on IHSA.TV. And welcome back to the East Side Center, the IHSA Class 4A state championship game in softball. The Sandberg Eagles lead the Fremd Vikings 2-0. Bottom of the 6th inning will go Lexi Bryant, Jess Perkins, Morgan Beal. The junior Bryant steps up, hit an RBI double in the 1st inning, and then later scored a run. Her pinch runner, Carissa Kuchis, scored that run. Both runs plated in the 1st inning of this ball game. She's 1 for 2. The first pitch from Brotman is check swing, strike, 0-1. Sandberg looking for their first state championship in softball, though no strangers to state titles. 13 state championships among different sports at the school. The 0-1 pitch is roped into center field, and the catch will be made by center fielder Tess Dinterman. And that brings up Jess Perkins, the 3rd baseman. She's 0 for 2, popped out to first in her first at bat, and a frozen rope into left field in her 2nd at bat. And Perkins steps in. She's also a junior. First pitch swung on. That's roped into right field, and the catch is made by Alexa Cincagrani. 2 away here in the 6th inning. Bottom of the frame, Morgan Beal, the center fielder, steps up, who's 1 for 2. An RBI single in that 1st inning. The baseball team has won a state championship. Boys soccer team has won 3 state titles at Orland Park Sandburg. As the first pitch to Morgan Beal drops down low for ball 1. The boys volleyball team has won 3 state titles. The girls volleyball team won a state title. The cheerleading squad has won 2 state championships, and wrestling has won 3 state championships. The 1-0 pitch to Beal. Strike called to make the count 1-1 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Sandberg 2, Fremd 0. Should Beal reach, Jory Boren on deck. Brotman pitch, rope to second base, diving after it, throw is made. Nice play by the second baseman Megan Hubbard to retire the 6th inning. It's still 2-0 Sandberg, leading Fremd in the Class 4A state championship game on IHSA.TV. And welcome back to the East Side Center. The Fremd Vikings have 3 outs to work with. Top of the 7th inning, trailing 2-0. The Vikings need a rally. The 5, 6, 7 hitters are up for Fremd. Jenny Schneider leads off the 7th inning. The senior left fielder is 1 for 2. Had a single in her first at bat, struck out in her last at bat. The first pitch from Britt Gardner is hit into center field, and the play will be made by the shortstop, Emma Gerald. So 1 out, and Alexis Cincagrani is at bat. 0 for 2 day for Cincagrani. 1 away here in the top of the 7th inning. Fremd Vikings have 2 outs to work with to tie this game, send it to the bottom of the inning. First pitch misses outside, 1-0. The Fremd Vikings have won 22 state championships throughout various sports programs. As Cincagrani awaits a 1-0 pitch from Britt Gardner. That's swung on and hit foul into the fence behind home plate. 1-1 count. State championships won at Fremd include boys cross country, boys soccer, boys swimming, girls badminton, drama, girls gymnastics, journalism, and scholastic bowl. The 1-1 to Sincagrani. That swung on, hit high in the air into center field, back at the wall, home run! Alexa Sincagrani hits her 5th home run of the season to make this a 1-1 game in the top of the 7th inning. Alexa Sincagrani rounds the bases and is greeted at home plate by the Fremd Vikings, who now trail by just a run. That brings up Megan Hubbard, the second baseman. With 1 out of the 7th inning, Sandberg 2, Fremd 1. Megan Hubbard, a 5'7" sophomore second baseman, was 0 for 2. Hit a sac fly yesterday. Hubbard has gone deep, 6 home runs this season. Also has 13 doubles in 2010. One away here, the 7th inning, 2-1 ball game. Gardner to Hubbard. First pitch outside, ball 1. 1-0 pitch coming up from Britt Gardner to Megan Hubbard with 1 down at the top of the 7th inning. That pitch inside, plunks her. Hit her on the left shoulder. And the tying run is on base for the Fremd Vikings. And now the Sandberg Eagles will meet in the pitcher's circle. Coach Fabianski heads out to the pitching rubber, talking with his Eagles infield. Sandberg holds a 2-1 lead here in the 7th inning, top of the frame. And Fabianski heads back over into the dugout. The Fremd Viking fans looking for a rally. They've got the tying run at first base. Their shirts say, "On a mission." That's exactly what Fremd is on here in the 7th inning, trailing 1 run. Tess Dinterman, the batter, 0 for 2. Strikeout and a pop fly out. Gardner versus Dinterman, first pitch. Called strike 1. Dinterman out in center field today in the Vikings defense, a 5'10" senior. Went 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored in the super sectional win. Went 1 for 2 last night with a walk. And the semifinal victory, 4-1. Showing bunt. Pitch goes outside for a ball, 1-1. Fremd beat league foe Elk Grove 4-1 last night in the 4A semifinals. Elk Grove tied Moline for the third place trophy, as they did not take the field in that rain delay that washed out the games this afternoon. The 1-1 pitch showing bunt, and she lays that one down, foul down the first base line. 1-2 count to Tess Dinterman. A lot of statewide softball standouts are in the stands watching this 4A championship game as they prepare to take the field in tomorrow's Mizuno Super 60, which begins tomorrow morning. 4 teams. Elite seniors from around the state. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Gardner with the strikeout on Tess Dinterman. That's the 7th K for Britt Gardner. And the Sandberg Eagles 1 out away from bringing home their first ever softball state championship trophy. Caitlin Pattenon tries to keep this rally alive as the Vikings scored on a solo home run by Alexis Sincagrani. The first pitch to Pattenon. This is outside, ball 1. 2 outs, top of the 7th inning. Orland Park, Sandburg 2. Palatine, Fremd 1. And Gardner readies for a 1-0 pitch to Pattenon. That one misses. Outside to bring the count 2-0. Two-0 count Caitlin Patnaud. Britt Gardner throws the 2-0. Swung on and fouled back into the fence. 2-1 count to Caitlin Patnaud. Britt Gardner writes a blog for the Chicago Tribune. It's titled "On the Sideline," as she prepares to throw the 2-1 pitch to Caitlin Patnaud. 2 away, top of the 7th. The pitch from Gardner, swung on, hit into center field, drops for a base hit. And 2 runners are on for the Fremd Vikings in the top of the 7th inning. Fremd trailing 2-1. Now the potential go-ahead run is on first base, the tying run in scoring position. Top of the 7th inning, Sandberg 2, Fremd 1. Christine Worling is the batter, back off to the leadoff spot for the Vikings. Worling is 1 for 3, singled in her last at bat. 2 away here in the top of the 7th. Pitch from Gardner, swung on and missed, strike 1. Oh, and 1 count to Christine Worling. Runners on first and second for the Vikings. The 0-1 pitch from Britt Gardner to Worling, and that one's hit foul out of play. An 0-2 count. The Sandberg Eagle fans rooting on. Stay 1 strike away from a state title. 0-2 count. Christine Worling the batter. 2 outs, runners on first and second. Top of the 7th. Gardner's 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. Worling swings. It's popped into foul territory down the third base line. Just out of play of the outreached arms of the third baseman, Jess Perkins. An 0-2 count on Christine Worling. Worling, a left-hander, digs in, face Britt Gardner. Top of the 7th inning, 4A championship game. The 0-2 pitch from Gardner to Worling, swung back, the hit back to the pitcher, the throw to first, and the Sandberg Eagles are the Class 4A state champions. A 2-1 victory as a Fremd Vikings rally falls short in the 7th. The Orland Park Sandberg Eagles, state champions. The celebration and the trophy presentation coming up next on IHSA.TV.
Fremd High School finished the 2010 season in 7th place with a final record of 33 wins, 5 losses.
All right, Mom.
Athletic Director, Augie Fontanetta. Head Coach, Jim Weaver. And Assistant Coach, TJ Belichick. And Assistant Coach, Christine Lamming. Now for the players, number 2, Kelly Boyce. Number 3, Christine Worley. Number 4, Jenny Schneider. Number 5, Emily Jitty. Number 6, Alex Bailey. Number 7, Tina Roberts. Number 8, between the Eagles of Sandberg High School. Principal, Debbie Boniface. Athletic Director, Bruce Scheider. Head Coach, Jim Fabianski. Assistant Coach, Anna Olson. Assistant Coach, Kevin Clark. Assistant Coach, Katie Hughes. Assistant Coach, Chris Milo. Now for the players, number 1, Carissa Kudis. Number 2, Brianna Fanning. Number 3, Amanda Rickey. Number 4, Emma Gerald. Number 5, Britt Gardner. Number 7, Laura Olson. Number 8, Lexi Ryan. Number 9, Alyssa Convoy. Number 10, Lizzie Wojtowicz.